Good morning, this is Karen. If I sound a bit funny, it's because I'm wearing a mask. I'm out this morning because I've had to drop my daughter off for her first morning at TAFE. So this is going to be a really warm one for us here in Victoria today. It's 33 degrees or a top of. And I just thought it'd be a great time to come and get a beautiful look at Mornington first thing in the morning. It's just after 9 o'clock. The bay is really hazy and you can barely see the city. I don't even think it's going to pick it up on here, but you can just see the city Melbourne over there in a haze. You can barely see where the sky and the sea actually meet. There's a tiny little fishing boat out there, and then we've got our beautiful Mornington Pier with all the yachts at mooring, and then this is our local beach down here. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at all those people in the water already, and it is really warm out here in the sun. Absolutely gorgeous day. It's going to get really hot this afternoon. Hence why I'm out here this morning. That's the back of Main Street that you can see over there. But yeah, I just thought this would be a lovely way to start my video this morning. 안녕하세요, dolallycrafts Karen입니다. Hi and welcome. I'm back again. I'm home from the beach. And I've started filming this about 3 or 4 times. Oh, you don't want to see the offcut, the bloopers reel on this. I'm just going nuts. Okay. It's a really easy box. Probably not the best thing to be filming on a 33-degree day, as it will be. But I'm filming it in the morning and it's probably only about 27 out there at the moment. The sun's coming from the back of the house, so it hasn't hit the courtyard out here yet. So I'm staying nice and cool. Okay, this is the little table favour that we're making today. You could keep it in your handbag to give out to as thank you gifts. But I thought this would make a nice little gift. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, we're using the Snowflake Splendour, I think it's called. Yay, I remembered the name. After the 3rd time filming, I should remember it. Okay, all of the sizes can be found on my blog, so don't stress over that. I'm going to be using the gorgeous grape to stamp with, and I'm using a 4U stamp out of, and I'm looking on my desk, it's the Snow is Glistening stamp set. It's no longer available to purchase because it was from last year's release, but it was the only stamp set that I could find on my desk that had a 4U. So I'm using that as my excuse. There will be other stamp sets available on my online cart that will have 4U available in it if you don't already have a stamp set with 4U written on it or printed. So yeah, I will have a list down below of the stamp sets or on my blog of stamp sets that do have small sentiments in them. But that's just for a tag to go on the box at the end. I'm also going to be using the Balmy Blue metallic ribbon that was released last year, and it's back again this year. I love the look of this. Okay. To start off with, we need to, I'll just move those aside for a moment. To start off with, we need to put the score lines in. Very easy scores to remember with this. On the 7 1/8 side, or the landscape side of the cardstock, I'm using the measurements on this side of the track. So I'm going to 3/8 of an inch on this side and putting a score in, and then flipping it round and doing the same thing on this side. So move it to 3/8 and score. Now move this piece to 3 3/8, this end to 3 3/8 over here and score. Turn it round and once again 3 3/8 and score. And that's the landscape score marks done. Turn it so that it's in the portrait mode. Once again 3 3/8. Now that is the bottom of the box. Spin it 180 again and do another 3/8 of an inch and then move it down to 3/4 of an inch. And as I said, I'm using the marks on this side of the board and score. And that's all of your scoring done. Now, I'm going to come in with one of the pieces of the DSP. I like the colour on the back on that one, so I'm going to pop my Stampin' seal on the back there, and that is the back of the box. So I'm just making sure I've got 1/8 inch border all the way around between all the score lines. I don't know whether you can see it. I purposely haven't done any of the folding yet. Okay, on this side I need to come in. I'm using 2 of the squares from the Layering Squares bundle, and these are 2 1/4 and 2 inch. So that's the larger one is the 2 1/4 inch square, and the smaller one is the 2 inch square. So these are the ones I'm using. I need to come in and very carefully, because this is not a perfect square here, it's an 1/8 of an inch off being a perfect square. So I'm just going to bring that in, and I was using my full sticky post-it notes, but when I tried to take it off the DSP earlier, it actually ripped the DSP. So this time I'm going to use my washi tape. So I'm just popping that in, whoops, get back into the sort of the middle. Okay, just checking, could come over just a little bit. There. Yes, okay. And then, as I said, this one is not a perfect square, so we're going to get this as close to as possible. It's a bit longer than it is wide. And then, whoops, in with my washi tape again. This is really old washi tape from about 2 or 3 Christmases ago. You can see how often I use it. Okay, so pop that on there, and I'm putting it on the inside because I'm not too worried about the inside of the DSP getting ruined. It's the outside that I want to stay perfect. Okay, move those aside. Plate number 1, plate number 2 and plate number 3, which are going to go on the bottom there. Bring in my 2 pieces that need cutting, and I'm putting the smaller one on an angle so that it doesn't make a crack as it goes through the stamp cut and emboss. Just move that back a bit. And then the same with the cardstock. And when you pop those through, they don't make that terrible cracking sound really, really loudly. And they're all cut, so this can go away. You can save that for something, whatever. The same with the centre of that one. And then we have this piece, which will go nicely just around the edge. But remember that you have to align that so that you still have, excuse me, the 1/8 inch border the whole way around, and you've got a nice frame in the middle there. But before we go any further, I'm going to bring in my silicone mat and my Stampin' Seal Plus, half on and half off the acetate. So that we've got a very fine edge, like so. All of these overhangs, flip them back on themselves, like that. And that means your chocolate bar won't get stuck inside the box. So that's all pressed over. Now that's the side we scored on, so flip that over and then just pop that. Once again, this is cut at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, so it actually fits quite nicely into that square. Give it a good press down, and there's our window sheet. Now I'm going to come in with our Stampin' Seal, because this is just DSP to paper to cardstock, and I'm just putting a little touch of the Stampin' Seal on the outside of the box, the outside of the frame. There we go. Okay, now remember this is slightly longer than it is wide, so make sure you have it in the right orientation, and then just pop it so that you've got 1/8 of an inch border all around the frame and around the outside edge. That's a bit cockeyed, cattywampus, but never mind, it's on there. Okay, now we're going to come in with the paper snips, and we're going to get rid of this square completely. Like so. We're going to come up on the rectangle side of the score marks here up to that first score line, and then taper in the 2 tabs like so. 1, 2, and the same on this end. Taper the 2 tabs. Taper both sides of the tab. So I'll just bring this in to show you. That's what the bottom of the box looks like. Flip it round, and we're going to cut straight down to the second score mark there, and I'm going to take off that top square, and then I'm going to taper in both sides of that tab. I'm going to do the same here on the rectangle side of the score mark, straight down, and then taper that bottom tab. Same this side, and then take that top piece off. So we'll just get those done. And then with the end one, we can come straight down to the second score line and just take that one off. It doesn't want to come off. Okay, and then what you can do is just wedge that end and that end, because that's going to be inside the box. Okay, now with the back of the box, you need to take off the whole length of both of those rectangles. So fold your tabs over and then cut straight across. So it's like that. Now, before you put the box together, and I forgot to get it out, you need to put a thumb hole just in the back of the box. So I'm just coming down to just where the DSP starts and just taking that part out. As you can see, it didn't take the DSP. Just enough for a thumbnail to go there. Okay, on this piece here, I suppose I should actually burnish all of these edges now. So fold it over and burnish. Now straight along the bottom here. Really, this should have been done before I'd done any of the cutting. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, we're going to round the edges of the piece that's going to fold in. Pop it in and just round it. Same this end. Pop it all the way in. And that didn't do it. Why didn't that do it? Oh, it did. It just didn't click properly. Okay. I need my scissors just to trim the fluffy off that one. There. Okay. So that is how your box looks at the moment. I'll see if I can... Hang on. So that's how the box looks at the moment. Okay. Now, this side that has the tapered edges, you want to, actually I'll bring in my Stampin' Seal Plus, straight down the side there. Make sure there's no overhang, and then just pop that like that. So there we go. Whoops. Make sure... Oh, what do I appear to have gotten glue across the front there, but never mind. Okay. For the bottom, I'm going to fold that over slightly, come in and pop my Stampin' Seal Plus just along that bottom flap. Fold it all over again, and that will go in there. Then the two tabs fold inside. That doesn't want to go down there. Like so. And then you bring the front to the, you match the front and the back. Now, why did that not stick? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, with some multi-purpose glue. This box really doesn't want to be made. Okay, there we go. Hold it down for a moment. This day started off so well. Okay. Bring in my chocolates that I've got sitting off to the side here. Now, these merci can be bought all over the world from what I understand. I've seen the girls in the States making boxes using merci as their fillers, so I'm assuming you can get them. I know you can get them in the States, so I'm assuming you can get them in Europe and in the UK. Okay, and there is our completed box. Now, for decoration, we will come in with the Balmy Blue, and what I'm going to do is fold that over there and bring it round this side, over there and bring it round this side. There we go. So there is a really pretty decoration, and now we're going to come in with our gorgeous grape, which is one of the colours in this set, and a scrap of Whisper White. Yes, that stamps really nicely. There we go. Beautiful, that. I love the font that they used in this set. Now, all I'm going to do, trim up the side there. I'm doing this freehand. There and there. And straight down. I think that looks really cute. And then this will just, where am I going to pop it? Might actually just stick it down here. Yes, I think it looks cute there. Although, if I slide this off, no, it's not, there we go. Slide this off, pop this up the top, and then bring it down here. Like so, and then that can sit just under there. Yes, that looks better. Okay, in with my glue dots. Pop it up there and then just pop the ribbon on top. There we go. Okay. That one you can undo. This one's going to be more of a struggle to get into the box, I've just realised. Okay. I finally completed it. Yay! Alright. I'll just give a zoom in. And I think you'll agree, they're really cute to put on the table. Okay, I hope you liked today's project. Don't forget, all of the sizes and everything can be found over on my blog. Links in the description. If you want to buy any of the products apart from the stamp set that I used, but I will list a replacement stamp set on my blog, so you can find all of these in my online shopping cart. And I really appreciate anybody who purchases from me, and you do get a little gift from me this month. Everybody who purchases from me between now and the end of December will actually get a Wink of Stella brush with any purchase over $100. Okay, and if you purchase anything over $50, you will get a half pack of rhinestones. So yeah, okay, that's enough from me for today. I will see you all later. Enjoy the hot weather. I know I won't. All right, that's enough from me. I'll see you later. Bye bye.